Welcome back to BVI Pilots. Glad to be here. We are already on the runway, ready to take off. I'm going to get everything set up. Just got back into the studio here. Been a long day, folks. Been a very long day. So, when you have a long day, you do a flight and things just feel much better. Shout out to all the BVI pilots. My buddy Brandon, Declan, Marshall, Rob, Josh, all y'all out there, and even the new BVI pilots. Shout out to you as well. Alright, so we are heading back to Miami. This place, if you watched the flight yesterday, this was the one I did that we had no star. It was an ILS, but no star. I would say watch that one because I gave some good tips on, landing without a star, kind of what to do. So I'd say, go back and watch that when you can. All right, we're ready to go. I'm going to check my one thing here. Alright, we are set up for this flight, so attitude mode is enabled. Look at the trim on that, 4.02. Now you might be asking, I'm going to talk about this for real quick before we take off, or my passengers are going to get mad. The reason the trim is so high because we are at 3,200 feet, our altitude, or roughly, let's look at it. $3,290. So that's why the trim is like that. Why is that going down? Oh, here we go. We're gonna leave it at 4. I don't know about this trim here. 4.18. Actually, why is it? Okay, I'm gonna go and look over here real quick at our interrupt page because I can see the trim on the preview build is actually the correct trim when you set it. So I'm gonna see what it says that the trim should be. $5.64. So apparently, and you said the trim matches, like it gives out the real trim now. So 5.64. Let's do it. Let's do that. There it is, 5.64. Hopefully, Andy, you are correct on this, or my my passengers are going to be a little upset because this is going to be a rough takeoff. Anyway, we're going to do it. We're going to do it to it. We got it set, so. Well, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to first thank you for flying with us. Well, here we go now, folks. Gonna be an interesting takeoff.
"14 knots, 17 knots, 22 knots, 26 knots, 31 knots, 35 knots,
35 knots,
41 knots, 47 knots, 56 knots,
speed is alive,
68 knots, 78 knots, 88 knots,
check,
98 knots, 107 knots, 118 knots, 128 knots, 142 knots, 153 knots, 165 knots, 176 knots, 187 knots, 196 knots,
20,
airborne,
10,
on ground, 208 knots, airborne.
all right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatories. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to pay a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
You guys, we're going to be climbing up to flight level 370 for this flight. I'm going to give you the time of for how long it takes to get there, but it's not going to be accurate, but we can take a look. Right now it says 2:41:47, 2 hours and 41 minutes, 47 seconds. But when we get to flight level 370, that's probably going to take it down to about 2 hours. I believe coming here yesterday, it was about 1 hour and 30 minutes. No, I take it back. It was 1 hour and 8 minutes. So let's see if we get 1 hour and 8 minutes when we get to flight level 370.
CDU message displayed. CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. Tie on above 10 degrees. CDU message cleared.
The Earth appears in space surrounded by thousands of twinkling stars. In big gold letters, Universal, an MCA company. Stephen crashes into a row of rubbish bins in Marty's front garden. The tall, silver-haired Doc clambers out through the gull-wing door. He wears a yellow outfit
With me.
and a silver visor.
Back to the future.
Doc takes scraps of rubbish out of one of the bins.
What are you doing, Doc? I need fuel. Go ahead, quick! Get in the car! No. Look, Doc, I just got here, okay? Jennifer's here. We're gonna take the new truck for a spin. Well, bring her along. This concerns her, too. Wait a minute, Doc. What are you talking about? And what happens to us in the future? Oh, you and Jennifer both turn out fine. It's your kids, Marty. Something's gotta be done about your kids.
Pretty Jennifer's eyes open wide. The DMC backs out of the driveway onto the sunny, tree-lined road.
Doc, you better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Hey, Marty! Marty! Marty, I wanted to show you these new matchbooks for my auto detailing I had printed up.
A balding 40-something Biff comes out of the house. He watches as the DMC lifts up into the air in a cloud of smoke. It flies off and turns back again. It disappears, leaving a trail of fire behind it.
What the hell is going on here?
Biff's eyes narrow with a sinister suspicion. In orange and red block lettering, Back to the Future 2. In Spielberg, Frank Moore.
2015?
October 21st, 2015.
God, so like you weren't kidding. Why, we can actually see our future. Doc, now you said we were married, right? Yeah? Was it a big wedding? Marty, we're gonna be able to see our wedding.
Wow.
I'm gonna be able to see my wedding dress.
Wow.
God, I wonder where we live. I bet it's a big house with lots of kids and... How many kids?
Doc holds a device to her eyes.
What the hell are you doing?
Relax, Marty. It's just a sleep-inducing alpha rhythm generator. She was asking too many questions, and no one should know too much about their future. This way, when she wakes up, she'll think it was all a dream.
Then what did you bring her for?
I had to do something. She saw a time machine. I couldn't just leave her there without information. Don't worry. She's not essential to my plan.
Well, you're the doc, Doc.
Here's our exit.
They swoop down through the grey sky past a hanging illuminated sign. Welcome, Hill Valley, Goldie Wilson Mayor. A nice place to live. Please fly carefully. They descend through the rain clouds into a narrow alleyway between tall buildings. The DMC's lights switch off as the tires rotate. It lands softly on the ground. Doc opens his gull-wing door, takes off his silver visor, and goes to get out.
First, you've got to get out and change clothes.
Well, right now, it's pouring rain.
Doc looks up, then checks his watch. With the wipers swishing over the windscreen, they wait inside the car. Doc jumps out as the rain suddenly stops and the sun appears.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Too bad the post office isn't as efficient as the weather service.
Marty gets out of the car. He's wearing denim jeans, a checked shirt and braces. He looks around in awe. Doc starts to peel off his face.
Marty, but I was afraid you wouldn't recognize me. I went to a rejuvenation clinic and got a whole natural overhaul. I took out some wrinkles, did a hair repair, change of blood. Added a good 30 to 40 years to my life. They also replaced my spleen and colon. What do you think?
He looks exactly the same. Marty looks out into the courthouse square.
Unbelievable. I gotta check this out, Doc.
Hold on to the time, Marty. We're on a tight schedule here.
Hey, tell me about my future. I mean, I know I make it big, but what do I become, like a rich rock star?
Please, Marty, no one should know too much about their own destiny.
Right. I am rich, though, right?
Marty, please, take off your shirt.
A futuristic gym bag.
Shoes. Got a mission to accomplish.
Doc takes a futuristic pair of binoculars that look like a thin plastic card with eye lenses and he runs down the alley. He peers through them. He spies a couple of good-looking babes and a guy who looks just like Marty goofing around.
Precisely on schedule.
Meanwhile, Marty slips on his futuristic Nike boots. They lace themselves up.
Laces, all right.
Marty admires his new boots, then stands and takes a jacket out of the gym bag. He throws it around himself. He slips his arms in, but the sleeves droop down to about twice his arm length. Doc runs up.
This thing doesn't fit.
I'm adjusting. Fit.
Pull out your pants pockets. All kids in the future wear their pants inside out. Put on this cap. Perfect. You're the spitting image of your future son.
What?
Help me move Jennifer over here.
So what's the deal?
Grab her feet.
Okay, now what?
In exactly 2 minutes, you go around the corner into the Cafe 80s.
Oh, Cafe 80s.
It's one of those nostalgia places, but not done very well. Go in and order a Pepsi. Here's a 50. Then wait for a guy named Griff.
Right, Griff.
Right. Griff's gonna ask you about tonight. Are you in or out? Tell him you are out. Whatever he says, whatever happens, say no, you're not interested.
Okay.
Then leave, come back here and wait for me. Don't talk to anyone. Don't touch anything. Don't do anything. Don't interact with anyone. And try not to look at anything.
I don't get it. I thought you said this had something to do with my kids.
Look what happens to your son.
A newspaper.
God, he looks just like me. Within 2 hours of his arrest, Martin McFly Jr. was tried, convicted, and sentenced to 15 years in the state penitentiary? Within 2 hours?
The justice system works swiftly in the future now that they've abolished all lawyers.
Oh, this is heavy.
Oh, it gets worse. Next week, a daughter attempts to break him out of jail, and she gets sent up for 20 years.
My daughter? Wait a minute, I have a daughter?
You see, this one event starts a chain reaction that completely destroys your entire family.
Hey, Dr. Sting. This is tomorrow's newspaper.
Precisely. I already went further ahead into time to see what else happens. I backtracked everything to this one event. That's why we're here today, to prevent this incident from ever happening. Damn, I'm late!
Wait a minute, where are you going now?
To intercept the real Marty Jr. You're taking his place around the corner at the Cafe 80s. Guy named Griff, just say no.
Hey, what about Jennifer? We're not just gonna leave her here.
Don't worry, she'll be safe. It'll just be for a few minutes. Oh, and Marty, be careful around that Griff character. He's got a few short circuits in his bionic implants.
Marty turns and walks towards the courthouse square. People wearing multicolored futuristic clothes mill about the square. Fantastically souped-up futuristic cars whiz about. Marty nearly gets run over as he crosses the street towards the duck pond in front of the renovated courthouse. Cars take off and land on a sloped strip of road next to the courthouse. The cinema is showing Jaws 19. This time it's really, really personal, directed by Max Spielberg. A 3D hologram of a massive shark looms over Marty's head. Its huge fanged jaws bite downwards on him. The shark magically disappears. Marty stands and shrugs.
Shark still looks fake.
Hi, friends. Goldie Wilson III for Wilson Hover Conversion Systems. You know, when my grandpa was the mayor of Hill Valley, he had to worry about traffic problems. But now, you don't have to worry about traffic. I'll hover convert your old road car into a Skyway Flyer for only $39.
Marty spots an antique shop beside the 80s cafe. He looks through the window at the memorabilia. It's full of common household objects of the 70s and 80s. A Betamax, Perrier bottles, a Macintosh computer and a sports almanac, 1950 to 2000. He enters the cafe. Behind the counter is a bank of TV screens. One screen shows Michael Jackson, Max Headroom style. He's the waiter.
Tortilla pita. It's got a hot salsa, avocado, cilantro mixed with your choice of beans, chicken, beef or pork. Wait.
A Ronald Reagan waiter screen whizzes up to Marty.
Welcome to the Cafe 80s, where it's always morning in America, even in the afternoon. Our special today is mesquite grilled sushi.
You must have the
Asian
special.
Yes, you go.
Ayatollah Khomeini butts into Reagan's screen. An old guy sits at a booth.
Yeah, I've seen you around. You're Marty McFly's kid, aren't you? Biff? You're Marty Jr. Tough break, kid. Must be rough being named after a complete butthead. What's that supposed to mean?
Hello? Hello, anybody home? Huh? Think, McFly, think. Your old man? Mr. Loser?
What? That's right. Loser with a capital L.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight meal service. Please
wax
put
on my
your
car,
seat
not
back
just
for our
one.
menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you'd like to order additional menu items, you may hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we would be happy to assist you.
Anybody home? What do you think? Griff just calls me Grandpa for his health? He's Griff? Gramps! What the hell am I paying you for? Hey, kid. Say hello to your grandma for me. Get out! I'm kidding.
Griff drags Biff outside, then comes back in.
Don't go anywhere! You're next!
Two kids play a video game.
I got it working! My dad taught me about these.
It is wild gunman.
How do you play this thing?
I'll show you, kid. I'm a crack shot at this.
Marty picks up the video game handgun and shoots 3 Mexicans on the screen.
Use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
Baby's toy?
The real Marty Jr. looks through the window as he runs inside the cafe, past Marty ducks behind the counter.
Pepsi, perfect. Damn, Pepsi.
Griff and his gang enter.
I thought I told you to stay in here.
Griff, guys, how's it going?
McFly!
Yeah?
McFly!
What?
Your shoes unbelt!
The real Marty looks down at his shoes and gets punched in the face.
McFly, have you made a decision about tonight's opportunity?
Yeah, Griff, I was thinking about it. I'm not sure because I just think, it might be a little bit dangerous. So.
A blonde punk girl. She grabs him and chucks him on the counter. Past Marty listens.
Complete win. What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
I'm not sure that I should, because I think that I should discuss it with my father.
Your father! Wrong answer, McFly!
Okay, Griff. I'll do it. I'll do it, buddy, whatever you say.
Stay down and shut up. Keep pedaling, you two!
Griff points a gun at 2 people on exercise bikes. Past Marty takes the baseball cap off the now unconscious real Marty's head and puts it on him. He jumps over the counter.
Let's hear the right answer. Well, since when did you become the physical type?
The answer's no, Griff.
No?
Yeah, what are you, deaf and stupid? I said no.
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
Marty stops in his tracks.
What did you call me, Griff?
Chicken! McFly!
Nobody calls me chicken.
Griff swings an expandable baseball bat at Marty. He ducks and Griff smashes a TV. He gets electrocuted. Griff grows taller and towers over Marty.
Hey, look!
Past Marty runs outside and spots 2 kids on skateboard scooters in the square.
Hey, stop! Little girl, stop! Look, I need to borrow your hoverboard.
Where is he?
Here.
There!
Marty gives the handles to the girl and throws down the board. It hovers. He jumps on and flies off.
The board!
Marty flies around a corner. Marty goes into a spin and falls flat on his face on the grass.
No!
Griff's gang jump on their hoverboards and fly after Marty. Marty meanwhile gets up and jumps back on his board. A jeep flies into the square and drives along the road in front of Marty. He grabs onto the back. Old Biff watches curiously.
Very familiar about all this.
Griff steps out of the 80s cafe.
Alright, let's take a look at everything going on here. Alright, we're at cruise altitude. An hour and 56 minutes, you guys. take a look at our. We're gonna look at our leg page now. Let's see how the waypoints look here. We got 2 pages of waypoints. It's 37,000. All right. So we'll go from 37,000 to 34. From 34,000 34 to 32. $32,000 down to $21,000 slash so between 21 and 28,000. And then from there, we'll be going down to 15,000. Then 11,000. Got another 11,000. Then we're going down to 8,000A. Then the 7442. So heading 093. Zero 93. So 119 is going to turn to 93 degrees. The 94 is going to go to 84. Copper is going to be my localizer. It's going to turn back to 93 degrees. The heading. Okay, good. Our localizer. Yeah, we should be good. It's going to turn from 80, what was it, 80, let me see. So it's going to go from 84 degrees and make a right turn to line up with 94. So we should be able to catch that pretty easily, I do believe. So yeah, we're looking good, you guys. We got, like I said, we got about an hour and 51 minutes to wait. .59, so this is the altitude here. Alright, there we go. We are set. Alright, you guys. Everything looks good. All right, folks, we are looking good here. We taking a look at our stuff here on the waypoints. We've got about shut up, phone. People want to call me every time I'm busy. Go away, go away. Let's see. We've got our headings coming in when we come down here to land in Miami. I think by the way the headings look, we should be able to line right up with no problem. We've got about an hour and 9 minutes. Technically, probably about 40 minutes. About 45 minutes before I set up for my LS. Alright, let's take a look. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let's I'm gonna turn on the chat for a few minutes. We'll turn that on for a minute. By the way, shout out to George, Declan, all you guys. All right. Poor George had to do another out of the blue run. It's not like a super long run he had to do, but well, when pilots don't show up to do their job, someone else has to do it, I guess. That's just the way it is, I suppose. I reckon. Yeah. Whoa. It's like an echo. Or something. Delay right there. A lot of delay. Wonder where Brandon is today. Brandon Armstrong. Where you at, my friend? I bet he's reading a book. That's a weird mixture setting. We'll go to that one. No, it's like a 3. How about that one? No. Well, now it sounds like I'm flying in a helicopter. Oh, goodness.
Let's see. Oh, oh boy. There we go. Ooh. No. Wait a minute. Brandon, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Brandon. No. Ooh.
No, it's more like, wow, that's loud. That is some loud. Shh. Turn that down. There we go.
We had help. Whoa.
Now we got two. Many buttons, so easy to hit. Well, let's see where we're at, folks. Hold on. Check this out. 1 hour and 4 minutes. This is 500 Alright, I'll quit playing.
There we go, folks. I'm back. You know, the one thing that I should be checking too is the weather. 479 knots ground speed. Wind is 306. 307 at 24 knots. So the wind is. Oh yeah, it's hitting us from the side. But yeah, that ain't so bad. I'll tell you what, coming into Texas, was it yesterday I did that? Or damn, I think it was last night that I did that flight, right? I think it was. Anyway, coming into Texas, I was about, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes out. And when I did my descent, when I was working on that long, well, it was a long descent. It was over a stretch of 300 miles that I was doing, and I was going to be, well, I did a descent from 34,000 down to 8,000. Then I rode that out for about almost 200 miles. When I was coming down, though, the wind was beating the out of me. It was bad. It was real bad. But yeah, like holy cow. I think I'll go up on the server, so let's see what's going on. In case anybody wants to say hello to Mr. George. Team talk. Alright, here we go. Come on with your bad self. There it is. We'll go here. Go to the cooldown. Look at that. Brandon, you went up here. Where in the world? When I'm not here, no one's here. What the heck? Come on now. Alright. We'll do the next best thing. Okay? Echo. Message Brandon.
Did you mean Brandy?
No.
Sorry. Who's the message for?
Brandon.
What's the message for Brandon Armstrong?
Hey, I'm up on the server if you want to say hello to George. I believe he's listening to our flight right now, so you want to come up and give a shout to him. Come on up, brother.
Got it. Should I send it?
Yes.
Sending from Johnny.
I hope everybody is doing okay today. I hope your day is treating you well. Yeah, we're just going here into the train recording lobby. That'll work. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day, a good flight. Maybe you're out there doing some flying. Whatever it is you might be doing, I hope it's going good for you. I would like to remind you to tap on that subscribe button if you have yet subscribed to the BVI Pilots channel. We're at 50 subscribers right now. I've got to go to at least get to 100 in the next 30 days. I don't know how we'll do, but all we can do is just work hard and hope for the best. But yeah. There comes Mr. Brandon. Brandon. There we go. I moved him down here, George.
Hey, everybody.
There's Brandon. What's up, buddy?
Not much.
I'm doing the flight back to Miami. Remember I did that flight from Miami to, I keep forgetting the name
Lubbock.
of that. Yeah, Lubbock.
Lubbock.
Man, I'll tell you what, going into Lubbock, it's a tricky place with the wind. That must be right there close to the ocean, I'm guessing.
No.
Is it not?
Lubbock's in West Texas. It's in the desert.
Well, no, but you gotta come across, coming from Miami, you go across the ocean to get over there.
Oh, you probably go over the Gulf.
Yeah, and when I went over to Gulf, I had to come down, and when I came down, I was still partially over the Gulf, and let me tell you what, right there at the Gulf, man, it must get some wild winds that go through there.
Oh, yeah, they do. They get tons of wind.
I mean, we did okay. I was asking George now for feedback on it, and he said my flight was pretty amazing when he was, watching me. Which is a good thing. I like getting good feedback.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's all about just taking your time. I've had other pilots, not Declan and them because they know how to fly, but I've had others that didn't know as much. And, they think that it's all about, staying at 250, 270, 230. It's not. When you get close, it is better to be going at a slower speed when you come in. Especially when you got to, make turns and catch, a localizer
A
or
glide slope.
The slower you're going, the better it is because it gives you more time to get everything on track.
Well, and a better chance of you have it catching it.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, knock on wood, but so far I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's only so many ways you can do something right, and there's certain ways that you do something and it's wrong. And if you, if you go back to doing that something that's wrong, then it's just not going to work.
Yeah.
But me and Declan was talking one day about, when you're flying and you got all these different things that you need to pay attention to, it is so easy and so common for pilots to not really get off track, but not be paying attention to everything that they should be.
Yep.
Because you get your mind stuck on one thing. For example, let's just say, glide slope. You're coming in, you're watching your glide slope, All of a sudden, you've stopped watching everything else.
Yep. Me,
I try to keep it equal with speed, vertical, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch all that. Most definitely.
Man, I ate some pizza rolls last night. And I don't know what was up with these, but I got the strongest taste of pepper.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know. It was almost like someone had took pepper and sprinkled down in the bag or something.
What flavor was it? A pizza roll?
They're like pepperoni, I believe. They had like pepperoni in
Oh.
them. Something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, George has been listening off and on. So,
nice.
I didn't know if you had an opportunity to talk to him today, but if not...
Yeah, he just sent me a text message.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, he's not...
he said it'd be going out real soon.
He's not real happy with these, some of these pilots that are working through the same airline as him because they're being lazy. And when they get lazy...
Oh, boy.
He's got to pick up the, the slack, and he's not big about doing that,
Yeah. I don't blame him.
School is almost over, folks.
Nice.
Tomorrow through Friday, I'm going to be slam dunked. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got at least 4 quizzes to do. With my final. And then we've got a research assignment that we had to do, and we've got to record that and have that submitted by the 31st. So by Monday,
oh my gosh,
at midnight. And yeah, it's
I don't think the 31st though is next Monday. I don't think so.
The 31st is, yeah, that's what I said, Monday. Monday at midnight. Not tonight, but next Monday. That's the 31st.
Is it really? Wow.
Oh, wait, hold on. No. It's not the 31st, but that's the date that I've got to, turn in my, research.
Yeah.
Because today's the 18th. So
next Monday, the 25th.
The 25th, yeah, by midnight. I gotta have it turned in. And,
wow, I think the next Monday will be August 1st. A week from next Monday.
that is crazy. Time is just whizzing by.
Going. It is.
Yes, indeed.
It's nuts.
I know it. Crazy, crazy stuff.
I got a move coming up at the end of August.
Yeah, did you, find anything out about that?
Yeah, I'm going to be moving by myself into
Hold
a
on
one bedroom.
Hold on 1 minute. Let's do this.
Alright.
Guys, I'm going to restart this stream as soon as we start our descent. So just hold tight a minute. And we will be right back in just a few